Hey, what's up everybody? Darth Ponte here. Today I'm going to be reviewing and comparing the new Spider-Man animated series version of Green Goblin by Marvel Legends and the older ToyBiz Marvel Legends Hobgoblin. I've had the Hobgoblin here for a while and have been meaning to review him for a long time. Just never kind of got around to it. I figured I might save him to do a comparison video once the new Green Goblin came out. Yeah, super stoked to have Green Goblin here. I had a chance to get him when he first came out a couple of years ago in the Sandman wave, but I guess the store I found him at, they were selling him for a little more than retail. I think they were only just selling him for $40, but I was not in the mood for paying that much for the figure at that time, which honestly I regret, but you know, much less so now that I've got him here. So very happy to finally have him. Green Goblin is classic Spider-Man villain, and I just love him for that. So yeah, so as you can see here, Green Goblin here, he comes with the glider, classic. He comes with the Norman Osborn head and a pumpkin bomb, and his satchel as well. So show you how he hooks onto it. Feet go in, toe curl kind of helps him stay in, and yeah, just kind of, you know, flies around however he will. Better to kind of get him into a little more of a squat, leaning forward like that. You know, got his arms out. Oh, falling over. Yeah, something like that. So you can fly in and ruin Spider-Man's day. Right here at the bottom, though, you can tell there's kind of a ball joint hole where you would imagine they would put a stand, but they didn't give you one, so that's annoying. I won't dock this figure review points for it, but it's definitely a shame on you to Hasbro, because they made it and they didn't provide it. They easily could have. It would have just been a clear piece of plastic, just a stick with a ball on the joint on the top and a little stand underneath. They provided it with the Demogoblin glider Build-A-Figure piece that came with White Rabbit. I don't have that just because of the way I acquired it, but had I bought in the figure, the Build-A-Figure piece would have had the stand. So it's annoying that they didn't provide Green Goblin with it, because he came out after that fact, so you'd think they would have just done it again, but they didn't, and that annoys me. Yeah, so either way, here I'll show you how the Norman Osborn head looks on him, and as well you got this little scarfy thing here. This is the same mold actually for the little neck scarf that came with the pajama Spider-Man from Homecoming. It's tough to get on here. He's a really tight head to get on this, and it's not just mine either. My friend also has this Green Goblin figure, and the Norman Osborn head is pretty tough to get on. Might have to take a little Dremel tool to the inside of his head there to loosen him up. Fits better on the Peter Parker body, actually. And it looks pretty good. Almost there. There we go. Fuck. Alright, got it on there. Will not articulate him because I'm sure it'll fall right off. No, okay, he's good and on there. So, yeah, that looks great. Maybe have him hold the goblin head, contemplating his decisions. Oh no, what would Harry think? Screw Harry. Harry's a wimp. Alright. Here he is, and here let's show you how the pumpkin bomb fits in his hand. You got to be a little careful with how you put it in. I mean, maybe like try to hook the little smoky there with through his finger. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Kind of like he's just ready to fling it. Nope, there it goes. Or like this little pointy edge around the finger here. Yeah, it's very, very finicky getting it in the hand. There we go. That looks good. He's ready to toss it. Looks pretty good. I was pretty annoyed when I found Hobgoblin and the pumpkin is glued to his hand. I tried to get it off with an X-Acto knife, but I chickened out. So it's still on. So he's just permanently in hand with a pumpkin. Little smiling pumpkin. All right, so Hobgoblin, he just comes like this, his figure and his glider, which is much more elaborate. For a little comparison here, they're pretty similar design. This head has the ears, kind of, and this one has the horns and an actual kind of face, whereas this one's just flat. This one kind of has the rockets on the edges. This one does not. It's got more of like a dragon wing style. And there's a bit of a raised platform here for the feet, whereas this one is just flat. Obviously the color is different. This one's kind of a purple gray, and this one's of a blue gray. And this one also has a smoke effect, which I don't think it doesn't actually come off. Not that I'm aware of. I don't really want to rip it off, but maybe I will. And then also it comes on this wheeled smoke base, which is fun. So you can just kind of make them wheel around. Show you how that looks. So it's just get him on there, get his toes underneath. He's got much more of ToyBiz here. He's got much more of a toe curl, so you got to really kind of hook him under. It's not just a put him in there. So he actually stays on his glider much better if he actually wants to stand up. So yeah, he just rolls around like that. Kind of fun. Turn him into a Hot Wheels almost. Yeah, so their articulation is similar as far as figures go, but these ToyBiz ones have so much more. I'll show you the new one first. So he's got neck articulation, good head, great tilt. Love the emotion you can get from that. His shoulders are kind of tight and bulky because of the scale, but they go to level. They have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, but they're restricted because of the glove. The glove does not rotate, and his wrists go up like that and rotate. Other arms the same. Here's his ab crunch, so he goes back pretty nice and comes forward just the one notch. Yeah, just the one notch. Spins around. He's got this little belt here. Doesn't do much. Doesn't move much either. This is as far as he can do the splits. Kicks forward. Good. Kicks back. Just a little like that. Thigh rotation. Double jointed knees. Really good. Calf rotation. Great ankles. Love how far back they go. Good pivot. So yeah, he's got good articulation. And now let's compare it to the ToyBiz. So with the cape here, he's a little restricted with his head, but he goes back and forth, rotates, no pivot. His shoulders, he's got those old school, like little small ball joints here for his shoulder and hip. So he can actually go pretty high, like that, and then down, all the way around. He's got that real good clicking. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. That's as far as they go there. This end of the arm is fine to play around, but this elbow end here is much less mobile. He's got forearm swivel, wrist articulation, and finger articulation. I mean, the fingers don't do anything on this hand just because of the pumpkin is there, but so here's what the hand would do. So you can make a fist just like that, and then open it up that far. He goes back, not much at all, hardly any, but he can come forward that much. Good clicking. He's got waist rotation. And yeah, of course, because he's got those old school ball joints, he can do a full split and honestly slightly more. And of course then, yeah, he can kick just all the way around. That's far forward, back. So yeah, he's got thigh rotation here. Double jointed knees that go this far with the boot. He's got calf rotation. And these are some very... I've never seen ankles like this. So they go up like that, but then they also do the sideways. And then, of course, they got that good old toe articulation. All right. So, yeah, that is it for both of the goblins. Super stoked to have them. I actually just posted a picture on Instagram recently of the three of them, Demogoblin included, just having a drink at the bar for Goblin Beer Friday. So yeah, for a rating, Green Goblin here, I will give him a good solid 9. Hobgoblin here, for the time that he would have come out, I'd probably give him a solid 8. And I'll try and, age him well like that. So yeah. Yeah, for price review, I got Green Goblin here, yeah, for $30 Canadian. This is retail. And Hobgoblin, I got him at a collector's store for, I can't actually remember. It might have been 20, 30, or 40 bucks. But yeah, either way, I was pretty happy to get him, so I was willing to pay whatever for him. And yeah, so overall, a great buy. If you can find Green Goblin in store, I highly recommend you get him. And if you're able to somehow find this old ToyBiz Hobgoblin, I highly recommend it as well. So yeah, that's all I got to say about him. So please like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment if there's any other figures you'd like me to review. Thanks.